Right, mobile technology. I want to start off talking a little bit about how mobiles are ever present in all of our lives, and give you an example from my own life in the last 24 hours. A few little sort of anecdotes. The first one, yesterday I left Barcelona in Spain, where I live, and I caught a flight from Barcelona to Leeds. On the flight, I was with a colleague of mine, Ben Goldstein. I don't think he's here. Ben, are you here? No, Ben's getting ready for his talk. He said he'd be panicking and wouldn't be coming. Ben is a course book writer, and he was busy going through the proofs of his latest course book. And at one point he said to me, hey, the adjective run down, is the adjective written with a hyphen or not? Because here in the proofs it's with a hyphen, and I'm not sure if it is. And I said, well, I don't think it is, but let me just check. So I whipped out my iPhone, and I have a little application on here called dictionary.com, which is a free monolingual English dictionary and thesaurus, and I typed in rundown, and I had a look, and I found rundown, and what do you think the answer is? Does the adjective have a hyphen or not? Well, okay, according to dictionary.com, the verb has no hyphen, and the adjective does have a hyphen, okay, which I didn't know. So that was handy. When I got to Harrogate, of course, I was staying not in a hotel, but in a fantastic apartment, courtesy of Longman. But of course, it's not a well-known address. It's a little side street in the old town. So I couldn't ask people for directions. So what I did was looked up when I was at home in Barcelona on my iPhone, connected up to Google Maps, found the address of the apartment on a map. And I knew that in Harrogate it was unlikely I'd have a connection to be able to check Google Maps when I was here, so I took a screenshot from my iPhone. I saved it to my camera roll. When I got to Harrogate, I took out my iPhone, looked at the screenshot, there was the map, and I could find my apartment. This was also because my printer packed up yesterday, so I could actually have just printed out the map, but printing was not an option. So that's the second example. The third example is this morning. Unfortunately, I didn't get to Tessa Woodward's opening plenary because I was in my apartment, which I had found, panicking about this talk. I get very nervous before talks, and I find it very difficult to sit through somebody else's talk when mine is coming up. I actually don't hear anything, and I start to kind of sweat and tremble, which is not great for the people around me. So what I did was I was in my apartment with an internet connection, going through my talk, and at the same time I had Twitter open. If you're familiar with Twitter, can you hold up your hand? Oh, a lot of people. Okay. So there were people during Tessa's plenary session who were tweeting, talking about what was happening during the session, and this was arriving, so I was kind of keeping an eye on it. I also tried to watch it being streamed live, but couldn't do that because my connection was not good enough. But Twitter was coming in the whole time into my iPhone, because you can watch it you can access Twitter via a mobile device. So that's three little examples. It permeates our lives. Mobile devices are with us all day, every day. And I think most of the people in this room, or all of the people, have some sort of mobile device.